Hey everybody. So we're going to start today with a scenario. Q102, the radio station, held a contest in which the winners would be able to select a dream car of their choosing. Each person may win only once and choose exactly one car, but two people may choose the same car. So those are the rules. All right. So let's say in scenario one, um, I'll use red. Okay. Maine, he wins the lottery or the contest. He decides he wants this Audi right here. Josh picks a Mercedes. Diane also wants an Audi. And then Shirley likes this Bentley. Does scenario one fit the rules of the contest? Does it allow the contest to function properly? Well, how many times did Maine win? One time. We see his name only once on the left side. How many cars did he pick? Well, he picked one. He picked the Audi. Josh won one time. He picked a Mercedes. So far, so good. One winner, one car. Diane picked an Audi. Shirley picked a Bentley. So we would say scenario one functions properly. Okay, it works. What about scenario two? So scenario two, let me get rid of scenario one here. Scenario two, Maine goes first. He picks his Audi. Josh picks a Mercedes. And then Diane can't quite make up her mind. And Diane wants an Audi and a Bentley. Shirley changed her mind on this one. She wants an Audi for scenario two. Does this scenario function? Does it work? Well, Maine is one winner and he picked one car. That works. Josh is one winner. He picked one car. Shirley picked the same car as Maine, but we're allowed to do that because Audi probably made more than one of the same type. So that all works. Well, let's look at Diane here. Diane has tried to pick two cars. That does not function. It means it doesn't work. Okay? Now let's take a look at that in a little bit more of a mathematical sense. So here's our definition for a function. What the function? Okay, a function is a relation, and all a relation is, it relates inputs and outputs. But a function is a specific type of relation where each input has exactly one output. Now, when we're talking in algebra, when we say input and output, we generally mean x for input and y for output. That's how you always graph things, right? Well, when we talk about functions specifically, we're going to, instead of writing y, we're going to change that to be f of x. And all that means is the function of x. So if you put x in, you get the function of x out. Whatever that equation or whatever it is we're looking at, whatever it works to do to the x is what you get out of it. All right, so let's look at some scenarios. If you put the same thing into a machine, you should always get the same thing out. Let's think of quarters. You're trying to make change for an arcade. Okay, if I go up to this machine, so we're going to call this machine 1. If I go up to this machine and I put $1 in, that's my input, right? X is my input. If I put $1 in, what should I get out? I should get 4 quarters. If I put a 5 in, I should get 20 quarters. If I put $6 in, I should get 24 quarters back. If I put $4 in, each input has exactly one output. Okay? This functions. You wouldn't go tell someone that, hey, the machine's broken, I'm not getting the right change back, or I put a 5 in and then I got 20 quarters, and then I put a 5 in and I got 1 quarter. It functions. Everything seems to be working. Well, let's look over here. This is machine 2. Let's say you go in and you drop $1 in and you get 4 quarters back. You find a couple more dollars, you go and put 4 of them in, and you get 16 quarters back. This is working so far. You put a $5 bill in, you get 20 quarters back. That's all fine and good. But let's say you walk away and you watch the next person go up and they put a $1 bill in. Well, you already put a $1 bill in up here. You know it should give you 4 quarters. But down here, they put a $1 bill in and they got 10 quarters. So the same input here gave 2 different outputs here. Same inputs, different outputs. What does that tell us? Well, in real life, at an arcade, you would say, hey, that's not fair, this is not working. Mathematically, if I have the same number in the X column, if one repeats over here in the inputs, I should get the exact same value every time I put it in the machine on the output side. But that's not what happens. So this is not a function. So we're going to have a Google form for you to answer just a couple questions. They're about the video. So make sure you watch the video again if you need to answer the questions. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.